Welcome back to another soccer betting news video. I'm Joshua Gaillard and I'm joined today by my co-host Bryan Naicker. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Big this weekend. I mean, every weekend in the Premier League is big. All the teams vying for top four, all the teams vying for the Premier League title. Well, the two teams vying for the Premier League title. Every game's a must-win. How are you seeing this weekend?
I'm also not sure about all teams going for top four. I think Chelsea knocked us out of the running. We're out of it now, so we're playing Europa League
When
football.
you say we, you mean?
Yeah, you also beat us last week, so you put us
Okay, he's telling us who.
Yeah, so it's Man United are out. I think Cristiano Ronaldo, if he stays, is going to play Europa League football next season, which is...
I mean, even West Ham could put them for that one. But besides the points, the first game of the weekend, I mean, we say big games, but it's not really a feature fixture in that regard. It's Newcastle versus Liverpool. It's a tough one. Newcastle have been excellent this season since Eddie Howe has come in, since the new ownership has come in. They've spent very wisely. But they're coming up against a big team, a team that seems unstoppable. Liverpool, we saw them in the midweek. They disposed of Villarreal. Yes, it was the better draw for them. We have to admit that. But how do you see this fixture going? St. James's Park?
Yeah, I tried my best to wear my Newcastle colours today. I don't have a Newcastle jersey. I'm really excited for this game because I think the way Newcastle have been playing, they're very attacking football under Eddie Howe. And the new signing, the Brazilian Bruno, I think he's been top.
Excellent.
I always like Joe Willock and St. Maximum. So I think they've got some way to get a goal, but maybe I think Liverpool going to be too strong for them.
Yeah, no, for me, I personally, if you're putting your money on this one, Liverpool get the win. I don't see them dropping points for the rest of the remaining 5 fixtures that they have. Moving down, Liverpool get the win. Obviously, we're saying that. The pressure's on Man City. Okay, they host the Leeds. Leeds we saw them against, was it Crystal Palace? Palace should have won the fixture, the 0-0 draw. But they aren't as gung-ho as they used to be, going for goal, they kept a clean sheet. It's Man City versus Leeds.
I think we're going to count the score. This one, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. I don't think Leeds have any chance. Even with Calvin Phillips back, I don't think they have a chance.
Okay, even with the squad rotation, I see City, they need to get that victory against Karim Benzema's Real Madrid on the Wednesday, I think it is. What do you think? Maybe the squad rotation might affect that scoreline, bring it down to just 2-0. Maybe we can bet under 3.5?
No, that ball man has so many top players. I think Gundogan didn't play Champions League. Sterling didn't play Champions League. 100 million Jack Grealish didn't play. So I don't think it's going to affect them. I think they're going to put more than 5 goals past Leeds. Okay,
well, then that's the title race. Then we both think that they are going to go all the way, win all their fixtures, starting with this weekend. Moving on to Sunday. Sunday's got some big fixtures. More namely, I think first is Tottenham playing at home against, if I'm not mistaken, it's Leicester. Leicester, they're playing European football at the moment, not the most notable competition, but they've got a semi-final on Thursday. How do you see Tottenham taking on Leicester at their home grounds?
I think this is the one where the squad rotation might come in because Leicester have the second leg next week, Thursday. And Spurs wanted more. Conte is hungry for this one. And with United dropping out the race, I think he's just eyeing Arsenal now. If he could chase Arsenal down, I think it's a straight race between them two. I think Son and Kane both score against Leicester, against a changed Leicester.
Look, I mean, last fixture, we saw how Leicester were leading that game the whole way. And in, I think it was 2 minutes, Bergwijn outdid them, scored 2 goals. It was extremely disappointing. For me, I think that there can be a draw here. It might be the bias in me, especially since going into the next fixture at the London Stadium. We saw West Ham in the Europa League. They lost to Eintracht Frankfurt. We saw them at the previous fixture. They rested their players in Declan Rice. They rested Antonio, Lanzini, all their first team starters. David Moyes showed us where he's playing his hand. And that was against Chelsea. They were unlucky not to get the result, in my opinion, even though they rotated. But now they've got more pressure on them as they're going into their second leg away in Germany. They have to get a win. It's no draw. They have to get a win. Okay, the away goal rule isn't in play anymore. They come up against Arsenal on Sunday evening. Where's your money?
I'd say Arsenal. Straight up, I'll give you the prediction. I'll say Arsenal. Arsenal are playing very well. I think Lacazette is being out. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back in this game and score this game. Okay. Because the likes of Saka and Smith Rowe have been top top players.
Yeah, I think that Arsenal have been playing excellently. I mean, and against West Ham, I think we can get a result. Look, it's always going to be difficult, but that squad rotation is, like we're saying, for teams like Manchester City, it doesn't matter. But when you're moving down the ranks, West Ham isn't the ones who carry that through. I think Arsenal is at 8 and 10. It's a good one for the multiples. And then we're going to give them an outside shout. I know in the beginning of the video you said that's not the team to make it. They've got 3 fixtures left. Man United's 3 fixtures: Brentford, Brighton, and Palace. Do they have to win all these fixtures if they want any chance? And by how many goals?
I wish we had that referee from AFCON to blow our season now and end it, because we look like we don't even want to play our plays and stuff. Even as fans, it's horrible to watch. It's painful to watch. Even this weekend, I mean, on Monday, I'm scared of Brentford. It's honestly because Brentford went unbeaten in the last month. They had 4 London derbies. I think they beat Chelsea, West Ham, Watford, and then it was a 0-0 draw last week with Spurs. So if you look at us, we got 2 wins in 11, and those were 3-2. We just edged those ones against Norwich and Spurs, and anyone could do that.
Look, the top 4 race, I'm going to read out the fixtures for Tottenham. You're saying Man United's out. So for Tottenham and for Arsenal, that 4th spot is important. Arsenal have West Ham, Leeds. Then it's the Tottenham fixture again at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the 12th of May. Newcastle and then Everton. Tottenham have Leicester, Liverpool. I think that's a loss for them. They've got Arsenal, that's the derby, Burnley and Norwich. If things go as planned in football, in the Arsenal perspective, which they don't normally do, both teams win this weekend. They play Liverpool, they would lose. And then they play Arsenal. It would be Arsenal will come into the derby 5 points ahead of them. But we know that they don't always go to plan. How do you see this top 4 race playing out?
I'm leaning towards Arsenal. I think the I wouldn't say lack of Champions League, or there was no European football,
Yes.
I'd say. So the squad, they knew exactly what they had to do, what they're planning to do. And even Arteta as a manager, he knew his players by which part of the season they need to peak. And even the squad, I think he's also improved the squad, where Conte just came in like halfway through or just before halfway, and Nuno was in a mess. So I think Arsenal have got it more all together as a team, and I think they get it.
Look, for me, in my opinion, I think that comes down to that fixture on the 12th of May, the North London derby. We Arsenal haven't done well against Tottenham at that stadium. But yeah, I think that I am in your camp only because of bias. Those are the thoughts of myself, Joshua and Bryan Naicker. Don't forget to like the video. Let us know in the comments who you think are going to make the top 4, as well as who will take the title. And what you think United needs to do to get back to winning ways. Bryan?
United to get back to winning ways, I think a new back 4. Firstly, I think to win leagues, you need a defense that keeps clean sheets, and we don't have that. Many people have been blaming Ronaldo, but I think we've still been scoring goals. But I think the problem comes in is with defense. So even Dean Henderson, a lot of people were chalking Dean Henderson up last season, and I do rate him. I think he's a top keeper, and we didn't see any of him. So I'd like to see the new changes under Erik ten Hag.
Well, those are our thoughts. Cheers. See you next time.
Cheers. Enjoy the football.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.